from misery to happiness to need. I'm on my way to what I want from this world, and years from now you'll make it to the next world, and everything that you receive up yonder is what you give to me today. I wonder, I'm on my way to what I want from this world, and years from now you'll make it to the next world, and everything that you receive up yonder is what you gave to me today. I wonder, I'm on my way, 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 I'm on my way.
Whether that name belongs to a person that's deceased or whether that person's living, I won't know, because they talk equally as much when they give names if it's somebody living or connected to you or if it's somebody deceased. You hold that mic. If I talk about an older male or an older female coming through and I indicate 2 levels above you, it means that I have a grandmother, a grandfather, a great aunt, or a great uncle coming through. If I talk about 1 generation above or 1 level above, the person that I'm talking to, that means I'm at your parental level. So it could be your mom or dad, it could be a stepmom or dad, it could be a mother-in-law, father-in-law, or aunts or uncles. We all had somebody that was Uncle Joe or Aunt Pat that was not aunt or uncle, but they were like. They still come through if there's love and there's connections. It isn't just the people you might want to hear from today. That always happens, always. You might have a good friend in life who's alive, that you know they had some horrible loss. That person could come through. It's happened before a lot. So be aware of that. If I talk about to your side or at your level, it means that I have somebody coming through of your generation, significant other, brother, sister, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, cousin, or friend. And if I get pulled to a certain area and I start to say something, and it's like the person gets it, but all of a sudden we get into a point where I've done a U-turn, I want the people immediately around them to start listening, because it just means that possibly somebody's moving in the same vicinity with new information trying to come through. It sounds crazy, but it's energy. Think of a cloud, 2 clouds meeting. They just meet into each other, they blend. That's all it is energy. If I talk about below you or younger, it means that I have a child to you, could be a grandchild. I don't differentiate levels below. I just know I've got younger coming through if that's the case. Listen to what I'm saying and not what you want me to say. I can't tell you how many times in a private or in an audience like this, I'll say, they're talking about the 3-legged dog, and they'll be like, yes, I had a 4-legged cat. I'm telling you, people want it so badly. And so I have to guard against that and say, no, I think I see a dog, and I think I see 3 legs. So don't tell me what you think I want to hear. You need to only acknowledge a simple yes if you understand what I'm saying to you, no if you don't, and the only other possible answer you could say is, I'm not sure. But don't give me names, and don't tell me you have a deceased grandson, or you don't do that to a medium. I'm grateful you might trust me to say that, but don't do that to anybody. The more information that a medium has actually makes it harder. Actually makes it harder. I had a woman in my office who's been for multiple readings over the years, and I dread her. I love her. Nice person. Dread her coming. She won't shut up. It's a waste of money. No. But she won't shut up. And I go through the spiel every time, and she just feels the need to talk. So don't talk. And hear what I'm saying, okay? And be aware I can be very blunt or direct. I won't be with you. You're sweet. Now, I don't know why or what's going to pull me or what's going to make sense. I'm just going to focus on you just for a minute. I asked you, or I said, do you know why he would bring up an alcohol reference or an alcohol connection? So I don't know what that means, and it might sound very vague, but when I was seeing bottles, empty bottles and stuff, that's all that I was being shown by, a male. And I don't know if it's your grandson. Do you know why, if this was him coming through, why that might be a dominant or important aspect for him to acknowledge? Just speak in the end of the mic.
Yes.
Okay. I also want to say that whether it's him or not, and I want other people listening around, he didn't think for himself. He didn't think for himself. He keeps saying this over and over and over. So to me, it's like I don't want to say he just went along with the crowd, but whatever this is leading up to his actual passing, he didn't think for himself is what he's telling me. And there's some kind of, I don't know if it's pressure. I don't know if it's like just peer pressure or what. But he says sorry, and then the biggest thing is, it's like I knew better, but I didn't do better. Do you understand? Possibly, I don't want you talking about details, but do you understand what you know, why he would say this?
Yeah.
Okay. And he says it to you, but it's not you. What's the issue with the person immediately connected to you with the heart? The heart issue. What would come up about the male connection and why they would talk about the cardiac or the heart issue?
I don't know of any.
Right at your level is the way he's acknowledging this. Who's had the heart surgery? Who's had the chest surgery? Because that's what he's bringing up, and it's a male. Does it make sense?
No. No.
Keeps placing it at your level.
Not a relative.
I have no clue. They're going to have to give me more. Was there an issue why your grandson would have been found deceased, or somebody came upon him and found him deceased?
Yes.
Because I feel like he's talking about being found.
Yes.
There's this feeling of either people would think people didn't try to help him, or people didn't do something to help him, is the feeling. And then I feel like then I'm found deceased, is the way that he's acknowledging it. Do you know why you'd have two other people either leaving or with him prior to when he died? I need another mic because there's two women back here just fidgeting behind her. Please, sorry.
Like, would they be leaving him when they found him? Or?
No, before whatever this is with his cause of death, he's talking about having two people with him, and then they leave, they're gone, and then I feel like his passing comes about. And I do feel like there's an issue.
It's possible.
That's fine. And there's an issue where I think somebody panicked or didn't help him when they did see him. So he brings that up. He was already gone. He was already gone from what he's telling me. But they panicked. So just remember that I'm saying that, okay?
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I wanted to say when I went to get the water bottle, what would be the Alex name or the like a name that they want me to acknowledge that sounds like Alex? I don't know if it's Alexander, Alexandra, but I'm hearing Alex.
Not.
If I'm with you, what would be the connection your grandson would be acknowledging about Alex or that name? You're not aware of it?
Not aware of it, but he had lots of friends.
Yeah, no, that won't cut it.
No.
I'm sorry. There's something where he's saying Alex.
Don't know anyone.
And does anybody understand this, what I'm saying right around her?
I understand some of what's been said, but not the gender.
I have a boy coming through and the alcohol, and then I feel like I would be found deceased. And what would be the family connection to a fire that they would bring up then? Because it's in the past, a history thing about the fire. No?
No, except that he fell into a fire pit, got burned.
Not when he died.
No, no, no.
There's something about the story or the issue about the fire that's coming up around this. That he's acknowledging that it had already happened, or it was like a history thing, or it was in the past. How significant was the falling into the fire for him or the family?
He was with his friends and they had a fireplace and he tripped and fell against a rock.
Do people not help him? You don't know?
No.
Okay. And then, sorry, but he keeps taking me back to the bedroom, the bedroom, the bedroom, the bedroom. Did he die there?
Basically, yes, yes.
Because he keeps taking me back to like the bedroom. I'm not outside,
No,
it's not around fire, it's nothing like that.
no.
He's taking responsibility, he's taking ownership for how he dies. So he is, and I don't know if you want to hear that, and I don't know if
Yes,
you need
no,
to
I
believe
do,
me.
no, I do, because I,
But when they lay it at their feet, that means that they are owning that it was their role, their actions, their decision that brought this on, that started the chain of events, and then it just went too far. What would be besides alcohol, though? He's bringing up something else besides alcohol.
well, drugs.
There was a drug connection?
Mhm.
Because he can't limit it to just the bottles. He's showing me like another substance issue
Yeah.
at work.
Mhm.
I need to tell you, it does not feel intentional to me, but I do feel like I was pretty stupid. But I don't feel like he committed suicide intentionally. Do you have reasons that would prove that otherwise?
No, I can believe that.
He took something too far,
Yeah.
and it was his time. That's what he says, it was his time.
Did he? Yes, I can believe that.
What's the issue about the living female that you would want her to move? Or something about a relocation or something? He's just bringing this up.
Well,
Who's the female alive that you want to move or relocate something, or like you think it would be in her best interest?
gosh.
Go below you. Do you have a daughter-in-law? I feel like I'm going below. Is there something about a younger female's living arrangement or where they live that you think it could be better? No?
No.
Who's got the R name, female R name?
Female R.
You think I'm with you?
I don't know,
What am I saying that you know, you hold on to?
female orange.
But that's it, all I said?
No.
Okay, so what have I said that you're connecting to?
The male with the heart problem and the alcohol being found in the bedroom.
But you said I had the wrong gender.
Yeah, because you're saying he's sick and it's my daughter.
You just told me what you shouldn't tell me.
I'm just trying to
That's
explain
okay. And why the R name, female R name? Her name was an R? Like what's the name, like Rachel or Rochelle or something? There's going to be a bleeding here or cross blend because I'm feeling the male energy because she asked the question. That's why I said listen around. And her name is what, Rochelle or Rachel or Rachel? Okay. She had a mouth on her. Do you know that? Am I telling tales? She just said F them. F them. She didn't say F them. I'm saying F them. Spirits can swear. There's something about certain people around you that I feel like you should pay no mind to, not let them affect you or impact you with what they say or the way that they are with you.
In my life in general, you mean?
Yes, in your life. Because I feel like there's too much pressure there, and she's like, F them. And she's kind of stuck by this because she makes me feel like you're not that sugary sweet, why you wouldn't have done it already. No, truly. I think you have that character apparently.
Yeah.
But she's like baffled why you wouldn't have done it.
I thought she would know.
She makes me feel like you have the balls, sorry, but that you haven't done it.
It's true.
Okay. Just bear with me in case I'm back and forth here. And what would be, sorry, random or not, the red car connection? Why do they want me to talk about the red car? Is this something somebody has now, following the death, that they want to acknowledge?
We have a red car,
Who does?
our family, my husband.
He hasn't had heart issues, and I'm not trying to scare you.
He had,
I'm asking, sorry, I'm not trying to
you
confuse you.
think he might,
I'm not predicting that. Get that mic up to your mouth there, sweetie.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
Thank you. When I first said to you about a male around you and a cardiac issue, has there been something where he's had a surgery, or has there been something why they would show me an invasive procedure
Well, he's had about 12 surgeries.
in the chest or something in the chest? You can say no.
Well, not yet, but he's under a doctor's care now, so.
Has he exhibited anything that's going to be cardiac or heart related that would be of concern, that we would be aware of, that we see happening?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry, but your grandson?
My grandson died, yeah.
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 If I'm talking about him, is there like a step issue or something step related where I don't know if it's like actually been married, but I feel like there's a step connection that they want me to acknowledge at their level. Do you get that? The step issue? Okay, and do you?
No.
Is he one of three, your grandson? Do you know what?
No, he's not one of
He shows me 2 and 1. 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
And there's some kind of a split or distinction that he wants me to acknowledge about this. And I feel like he would be one of the 3, and then there's 2 others. But I feel like there's a step issue, or somebody that's not like blood, that he's acknowledging. So he's not one of 3 kids.
No, just 2.
I don't want to cloud the issue. There's
You might be helping.
2 sisters, Rachel being one, and then my sister's daughter was an orphan that basically lived with us.
So like a step,
Yeah.
because I gotta say 2 and 1. 2 and 1.
I used to laugh and say she was my 2.7 kid.
Okay,
So she was like Rachel's
sorry
sister.
that I'm
It's okay.
saying to you, but honestly, this is a prime example of the bleeding that can happen of their energies. But there was literally like the 3, and there's 2, and then there's 1, and there's like a step issue that they're bringing up.
That's right.
Okay,
But Rachel's father has had open heart surgery.
really?
Yeah, so he has a giant scar.
And he's alive.
Yeah.
Oh, Frank, thanks for
Although
speaking up.
he tries really hard to make it up.
To like deny it?
No, he's somewhat self-destructive.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's a lot of people. I get that. So you understand even the male to the side then with the surgery in the chest and the
Yes.
heart
Yeah,
and the history of this.
yes.
Why does she? Oh, she has you. Sorry, I'm talking to the lady behind you, just so you know. She has you packing bags. You haven't done this, but you need to.
That could be.
Okay, I'm not going further with it because I don't have a clue and I don't know how uncomfortable that might be.
Oh, it's not too bad, but it's, he's there because of her, and then she died. So it's somewhat awkward.
The relationship?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's your bags, honey, you're packing or his, but she's got suitcases being packed and going out the door. And you need to do this and it hasn't been done.
I can see that.
And when do you think a child would just want their parents to be together and just like,
She spent her many years wishing that was the case.
Well, I'm not taking any false hope away from you of what the future may hold. But she has suitcases packed that haven't been packed, that need to be packed, that you need to do this, and they gotta go. And you do what you need to do with that, but it's what she will be witnessing. Is she like, she's not tomboyish, is she? Or like that way?
I wouldn't really call her a tomboy, but she's very roll up her sleeves and get at it kind of person. And she wouldn't shy away from anything that was tough to do.
I just don't know, I'm still not feeling like an overly feminine energy yet, even though I'm getting information. So I don't read more into that, but I still feel like a male-dominant connection there. What would be come hell or high water about a ring, getting a ring back, or tracking down a ring she wants me to talk about? Come hell or high water. Are you okay? You could just say yes. I don't.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't mean to make you cry, and I don't
okay.
think she did, but as long as I'm clear that you understand her wording.
Yeah, I'm trying to give. Boyfriend had given her a ring at a fight. She'd been trying to give it back. So she passed away, and I found the ring in her purse. I tried to give it back because I know she wanted him to have it back, but he wanted it to be with her.
Did you put it with her?
It's still in her purse.
So you didn't put it with her?
Because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what she wanted me to
You
do.
did the right thing, honestly. Because she made me feel like come hell or high water or something about the ring.
She go back.
Well, whatever. I mean,
She doesn't want it with her.
uh-uh.
No, okay. That was one of my questions.
Really? You had a question today for that?
Well, I mean, I've questioned it. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing with some of these things. You know, you have these notions.
Trust yourself.
Yeah.
Are you a loving mom for the most part?
Oh, yeah.
Trust yourself.
Because
That's okay.
it was just,
Oh, what's December too? Why is December important, not Christmas?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, think in birthdays or think of celebration.
I can't.
What would come in around the 13th of the month?
I don't know any birthdays around that time.
And is the 13th significant then for another reason?
Well,
You think
my other daughter's, her birthday's on the 13th, but it's not in December.
And the people next to you just put up their hand. What do you resonate with? The December 13th?
That's when my father passed.
Okay, don't tell me these people passed. I don't know. No, I wasn't giving you shit. It's okay. Don't. Well, I kind of was, but I don't know if it's your dad, and I don't. But I feel December 13th is when he passed.
Yes.
So that's significant. I don't know, but it's my daughter's birthday, and they just kind of marched me to December 13th with my Aunt Molly's birthday that day too. So I don't know why, but when I see it, I'm pretty clear why it's December 13th of all days. So there's something significant coming up. Just wait and see if Rachel has passed off the baton, or we're doing like a little community cul-de-sac thing here. I don't know. And can I just, as weird as it might sound, or as random, Tyler or what's this?
Where she passed away, his best friend's Tyler.
She passed away at Tyler's place?
No, but where she passed away, his best friend's name is Tyler.
Okay, and Tyler, because I'm hearing like Tyler, that name that was wanting to come up. I'm going to tell you there's a 13th connection, because for that name to pull me back to you, even though I said December 13th, just listen to anything else I might say. But I feel like she wants me to say the Tyler connection for whatever reason, to let you know that it's her, okay?
Okay.
And there's something, I don't know how long it's been, don't answer. There's something about clothes or fabric or something folded that I still think you're not quite sure what to do with. is what she's showing me.
Oh, that could be.
And I'm just seeing them folded. I don't know if there is something that would be not a cardboard box, but something that's in something that she's indicating that I would see them folded in there, but not sure what to do with it.
That's very true.
So you understand even that it's not cardboard box?
Yes.
Is it at the end of a bed or something?
Yes, it is.
Because she just keeps putting me at the end of the bed or like placing it there. She just said, I love you. I'm not trying to make you cry. Those are good tears, I hope. She says, I love you. If you could feel my body. Come here, I'm not a hugger. I'm not. But if you can feel what I'm feeling, this is why I'm hugging you. She's going to hug you through me, I think. She's okay. I got your hair in my water. I am so OCD. She's okay. Your daughter is OCD too? I need a new water. No, I'm kidding. I'm probably going to be moving, and I should be moving. But I just, what would be the dog thing that keeps coming up over? Yeah, I haven't said it, but it keeps coming up over and over.
Yeah.
Is this like a small dog or something pup-faced or a small reference to a dog?
Dogs were big. We both have husky, and they are.
I'm actually seeing small dog. Like, I don't know if I'm talking a puppy or it's a breed that just would stay small. These people think I'm with them. Pass the mic to them, please. So December 13th had meaning to you.
Yes.
I don't know. I just want to see if I can wrap yours up a little, but probably not. What am I saying that I see your, is this your husband?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to call him your husband if he isn't. Could be your boyfriend or lover or thing on the side. I don't know. December 13th, you understood.
Yes.
Why the relevance to a small dog that just seemed to move you? Without giving details.
We have a small dog.
Okay. Can I ask Wendy or something that's going to have the name Wendy or Windy or something? The people next to you is laughing again. You get that? Your sister is Wendy?
Sorry.
Don't apologize for your daughter, but you can tell her to knock it off. So her aunt is Wendy?
Yes.
Can she be a bitch?
Yeah. Who cares?
Well, exactly. I was going to say we all have it. Has there been something? Holy crap. Has there been something really recent where she's been a bitch?
No.
That you, no?
No. We don't see each other very much. She's actually the mother of
The girl that
yes,
was the...
Yes, she was an alcoholic and she disappeared.
Who, Wendy?
Yes.
So you don't see her?
No.
So you don't know if she's a bitch or not.
True. True.
I think there's something going on for her that's not good or has not been easy. That's
Yes.
why she's bringing this up. And I'm not saying that just because you said the alcohol or we haven't seen her. She was making me feel like connected to the Wendy problems. And she's not handling them well at all.
It's not that we don't talk at all, but she lives in a different town. We don't see her in my
Okay.
system. But yeah, she has some physical issues and she is not really well able to take care of herself.
Okay. Do me a favor. This won't be a stretch for you. Speak into the mic and say, Rachel, I love you.
Rachel, I love you.
Now you gotta go.
Okay, bye.
No, you tell her.
Rachel. You haven't changed much, but you have to go.
I've never asked a parent to do that before. That must have been horrendous to even expect that you would be able to do it. She's with you, not with me. So, you know, she might not have much use for me now. Do you want to just, this couple here, the first name of one individual that you're hoping for, nothing else, just the first name? Nicholas? Can I just ask you plain and simple, and I got this before I asked you for the name, why I wanted to wrap it up with Rachel, but do you know why I'm getting attacked or trauma? coming through?
Yes.
And is it applicable to the name that you just gave?
Yes.
Because I felt that literally 30 seconds before I had her say what she said to her daughter. And I felt, honestly, a male, and an impact that I didn't know if it's going to be who you want. But I needed to have the name to see if we can anchor it in stronger, get him in stronger. You have, can you tell me your first name, please?
Deborah.
Deborah. You have the most, or a huge, I'm assuming, amount of unresolved issues that you're not to blame in any capacity, but you have so much unresolved issues about his death that you think you should have been able to change or alter, which I think is insane. Now, you're not insane. I think the fact that you put that on your doorstep and you don't heal and move forward is insane. Okay? You could not have changed the course of events. You did not see it coming. You could not predict it. You certainly wouldn't want it to happen. Now you just got to deal with the reality of what is. But you didn't cause it. And now you got to heal from it. But you can't say, I should have this and I should have that, and what if I'd done this? Do you do that? Like a mental patient, right?
We both do.
Well, he's talking to you, and hopefully hubby it'll be like osmosis and creep over onto him. But he just wants you to know, is this your son though?
Yes.
Do you have grandchildren?
No.
Why would he want me to talk about a younger male below? Like, that would technically be grandchild level. Who would have the child under 5 or under 4 that he would want me to reference that's alive?
Our grandnephew.
What's this? Because there's no distinction between grandchildren, grandnephews, or sons and sons-in-laws and that type of thing. This little guy's alive.
Yes.
Is he young?
Yes.
He just keeps wanting me to talk about this living boy, this age bracket that he is around immensely, a lot, watching, he's playing with, he's like aware of. Is this something this little guy came along after he passed?
Yes.
Okay, so just know that he's trying to acknowledge his connection still with, is this you said grandnephew. Is this something that in the way that he's acknowledging though, I still feel like there'd be a bond or a connection with the family?
Absolutely.
Because she don't talk to her sister Wendy. So I'm just wondering how. I'm just picking on you. You gotta laugh. Too many tears. Just know he's talking about this little guy that he seems to be taking a great interest in, playing around. And the other thing I'd say is, and don't go looking for this. There could be things where the little guy ultimately feels a connection with him, with Nicholas, and might indicate or say some very bizarre things that people don't understand how he could know, or that type of thing. So just watch for that, okay?
Okay.
I'm not saying this because of the impact or trauma connection. What would be, or why would he make me feel adventurous? Adventurous. Adventurous. That's the one word I want to use over and over and over. He's doing shit in my head that I would never do. I don't know how else to say that.
He traveled a lot with his dad, and Ron travels through the States.
Okay, what would be a mountain area or a mountain connection or something mountain? Because I've got seeing mountains. Are you okay, Ron? You don't want to talk? You know that though? Your son's with you. He is. Now I'm a Kleenex delivery guy. Oh, I should have been an octopus. Tears are okay. And even though it's in a public format, Nick is taking his shot at coming through. You said Nicholas, but he's cutting me short. He's not big on it.
That's him?
Nick. He's with you. And I don't know how far-fetched that sounds to you or seems to you, but he's happy to have done this for you today. But whatever that mountain connection is, I feel like an adventurer, just a wild spirit is the feeling. And he's still exploring. We're still adventuring is the thing. Like, there's no limits, no boundaries for what he can do now. You need to change a carpet. There's something about a carpet in the house that you need to change in the worst freaking way. How old or ugly is it?
We're in the middle of ripping up our carpets right now.
Because he's making me feel like it's the ugliest goddamn carpet. And I'm sorry. But you need to pull it out. So you're doing it?
Yeah.
Good on you. So there's his way of just letting you know. He sees, he hears, he's watching, and he just off the cuff from a sentimental thing wanted to talk about the ugly carpeting. Now, is it old or dated? And I'm going to tell you in a minute why I'm saying this.
I didn't think it was that bad.
So you're going to go home tonight. You're going to go home tonight, and you're going to look at it, and you're going to be like, damn, it's ugly. Is it green?
No.
So what's green on the floor or down by the floor that's green? There's something that's dark green or a forest green or army green or something that he's showing me.
Yeah, but it's not carpet.
Is there something on the floor that is like that army green thing, the dark green? No?
Not on the floor.
I don't get it. He's talking about ugly carpet that needs ripped up, and then I'm seeing like dark green something. Like, I know you said he loved camo, I heard.
Yeah.
I just know that it's like this dark green thing that he's acknowledging. Why would he say I didn't have time for girls? I didn't have time for girls.
But he had plenty of girls and didn't have enough.
He just said I didn't have time for girls.
I don't know. The only thing he didn't have the patience.
He's a guy.
He's a guy. Why do girls have to be so?
And Ron, and I'm not trying to cut you off, ma'am. Ron, he has you, I don't know if you're in the garage or where, but you're such like a precise mental patient, freak. What is your issue about like precision and detail and exactness? Let him speak into the mic.
It's very important. It was important to him as well.
Yeah, but he's making fun of you. No, he is. And are you an exact, precise type of person that way? You can say no. I'm not trying to hammer you with
Not
it.
really. I like things done right, but I'm not anal.
Why has he got you in the garage then, or in a shop, or something that looks like garagey to me?
Yeah, well, half our garage is kind of a shop, and we make things. If he doesn't do it right, he's got to make it right.
Oh. Well, he's passing the buck on to you, buddy.
It's good for him.
Do you have a hard time going out there, though?
Yeah.
It's okay, he says. It's okay, Dad, you can do it. You can do it, and I'll be with you. I'll do it with you, he says. He loves the way he went up like 3 rungs after his passing. Like, he just moved right up on how great of a guy he was to you guys. So not only did he ascend upon physical passing, you moved him up this ladder 3 rungs that he didn't technically deserve, but he'll take it. But he will take it. Is there a family connection overseas that we don't have a connection with a lot, or we don't want to, or?
I was born home.
Oh, the Dutch shoes. Do you know B?
I got a shirt.
Mine's from Friesland. Do you know what Friesland is? Yeah, it's blue and red flaky things on it. I'm not Dutch. No disrespect. He just wants me to talk about Europe, and I don't know if you're not as connected as, or you don't want to be even. I don't know what the tone is, but there's something.
Yeah, there's a few hundred of us over there. No, I don't have any connections at all.
Okay. I don't know if they could hear you, but he doesn't have connections with them. There's a few hundred of them. It's a big Christmas list. And here we go. What's early November? Why does he want me to talk about early November? Your dad's birthday's early November? The 6th. Early November is huge for my family. 3 reasons in the first 5 days. So he just marched me into like early November as being a big deal. Can I ask about at the back? And I don't know if I've just switched 2 people killed in an impact coming through. And I literally feel like I've just been pulled across the aisle or in a different direction. And they want me to talk about 2 people killed in an impact, trauma. There's going to be a hitting of a tree or a hydro pole or something that they're showing me with this. And they wouldn't have been found right away. Doesn't make sense why I'd cross the aisle and be pulled to the back. Still coming up. It's still coming up. Sorry. Was there another mic?
Here.
What's this? Do you understand what I'm saying? Or you don't know? It could be back here too, because this lady's back here doing that. No, tell me what you know. And this guy doesn't want her talking, but she's going to. So up to your mouth, what am I saying that you could maybe relate to? It doesn't mean it's family to you, but I've got 2 people.
An impact?
Do you know why 2?
No, it would be 1.
Okay, so don't make it fit. What do you? I have 2 people coming through that struck a tree or a hydro pole. Yeah? Just keep listening, and if I get more, let me know, because the only problem I had was that I felt like the energy literally crossed the aisle and was pulling me to the back. And then, unrelated or not, Bill, they want me to say Bill. Really? Why did I feel pulled across the aisle then? I want people on the left side just to keep it clean, okay? There's 2. I don't know if you need them both. This guy doesn't want to talk, but you know what? What am I saying that you understand?
2 people, the impact, and Bill.
Tree, hydro pole, something that's like a vertical structured thing?
Yeah.
They struck or would have hit?
Yes.
Okay. Are you making that fit?
No.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
And the bill, is that unrelated to that issue or is that connected to it?
That's connected.
So one of the 2 is Bill?
Yes.
Okay, so just bear with me. Please listen over here. It's like you guys all sat on the wrong side of the room. Everything seems to be coming here. I have one of them saying they weren't, how do I say this? They're not a bad guy, but I feel like there's something about blame or accountability being on the one, and he keeps saying, I wasn't a bad guy. I wasn't a bad guy. So I don't know what that means, but somebody might have had some heavy blame or a heavy accountability issue that never fully resolved, meaning a living survivor. Do you understand why I would hear one of them saying, I'm a good guy, but it's like he caused it or he did this?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm afraid you're making something fit. No? I'll trust the, is this your husband?
Yes.
I'll trust your husband then because he's saying no as well. Has this been a while though, the deaths? Like it doesn't have a recent feel to it in the way that he's trying to acknowledge this. Because the other thing he said was that there was a real, what I would call struggle after his death, in not just dealing with his loss or coming to terms with his loss, but I don't know if it's a financial thing, a family thing, or what, but I felt like some kind of a struggle issue that came about afterwards, following the death. It's the way that he indicates this.
No.
Can I ask you, is there something, again, what I said to this lady, anything to do with a skin thing for a female? Something on the neck or shoulder region that needs to be checked? Because it's coming up again.
Yes.
I'm not going to delve, but you understand it.
Yes, I do.
It's being brought up yet again. So this person should follow up or should keep an eye on, or, you know, that type of thing, because that's the reason why it's being brought up or acknowledged, okay? Is Bill like an older male to you? Or to you, one of you, whatever this is? To you, like an older male?
Yes.
Okay. I just get I don't know what this means, out for a good time or something, and then it happens.
Yes.
So it's just like, I don't know, I don't feel crazy reckless, but I just feel like out for a good time, and then it happens. Is Bill like a dad or like a father figure? You don't know how to answer that?
He was my brother.
Why do I feel older than?
He was 8 years old.
Okay. Was he I gotta ask, was he in a relationship with somebody in life who's still alive or would still be alive? I don't know if you're gonna understand this. Was he in a relationship in life?
No.
Why would he talk about somebody that, after his death, dated a cop or is with a cop or something about being with a cop? So it's not about him?
He was a cop.
He was a cop.
Yes.
Who? Because it's, honest to God, I don't know what it is, but I honestly felt the way he made me reference that was that a girl he was with or liked or had some kind of a connection with ended up with a cop. That's the way he's saying it. So I don't know what that means, but the cop reference is a big deal, and it's just the way that he's laughing too. He laughs. I'm sorry?
You love being a cop.
He loved being a cop. Okay. Do you have something of his that's in a small box? In a small box? Why would he, it's not like ashes. What would he reference that would be in a small box? Do you have a basement in your house, or do you live in a house?
Yes.
Is there a basement?
Yes.
Is there something downstairs where you have like a small box within a, I don't know, the oak chest or another like chest thing? And in this would have, there's something of his?
I do have something of his.
Do you know if it's in the basement?
Yes, he is.
Do you know if it's in a box within a bigger thing?
No.
It's not?
No.
You're saying it's out on display?
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying. I feel like there's something in a box, or in a box, in a cupboard, or something of that nature that he's referencing. Well, what would you have looked at recently or gotten out recently? Because that's the feeling that he's bringing up.
I have a scrapbook of things that he did.
Is this something you've looked at recently?
Yes.
Am I blending two different thoughts together? Why the basement, or why down, and why is it in something?
It's in a drawer in a cabinet. But it's not in the basement.
Okay. I don't know, but he's talking about something recently you've had it and looked at that feels connected to him that he's referencing. But I also felt like I'm in the basement about something. So I don't know. Something's in a small box. He keeps showing that. And I just want to say Ann. Ann? Why would he want me to acknowledge Ann or say Ann? Where connected to your mom or the mother figure would be the Ann reference that he would want me to acknowledge? Have you guys heard anything else I've said though that makes sense?
Beginning a little,
Beginning,
like private beginning.
But then you didn't talk.
It wasn't really related, it was
yeah.
In the beginning of what, when I dealt with these
When you
people?
first started,
first, you were talking about a red car, you were
You
talking
made
about.
reference about suicide and red car and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And drugs.
Oh,
And
okay.
Ann is
And it's
The person that passed for you guys. His mom is Ann?
yeah,
No.
yeah, the person who passed for us is Mother's Day.
yeah. Yeah.
No family fights.
Like, if you know,
No family fights. So I'd like to ask where the, just watch in case I'm being pulled in another direction, where would the DA name come into play?
Daniel,
Danny?
Daniel.
Daniel? I don't know if I had him in the beginning, but he might step in because you guys spoke up, because they want me to acknowledge the DA. And that's the person passed, and the mom is Ann? I hate leaving this woman hanging though, because we did start there. I don't know if I'm going to get any more, but whether you believe me or not, your brother's okay. But it's just like now we're rotating, I guess, again. But only one in that accident, right?
Yeah.
But you had two. He's laughing, and he doesn't know why you're freaking crying. I mean it. It's like he's pushing buttons on you to tell you to smarten up and quit crying. Why does he make me feel, well, he always thought it would never catch up to him. It's like, I don't know if it's an invincibleness. I don't think he's silly or stupid, but
Yeah.
there's a cockiness or an arrogance or something that he's bringing up with his energy. And he's talking a couple different tattoos. But not for him.
No, we got tattoos after he died.
Okay. And how many?
I got his father, him, and me.
Okay.
The three of us did.
I feel like, did somebody get two tattoos though? Or is there a reason why two?
He's getting a second one soon. Or
In some way, oh, in honor of him still again, Danny or Daniel or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah, portrait.
Because he sounded about two.
well, him and his dad got the same tattoo, and then I got a different one.
Okay.
Danny is his father.
Okay. Well, your dad's cocky or arrogant. I'm sorry.
It was his brother who passed.
I'm sorry?
It was his brother who passed.
Oh, so Danny's alive.
Danny.
I'm sorry. The deceased person is cocky and arrogant, is what I want to say, and I'm not changing the tune of that.
Yeah, we just want to make this straight.
No, that's fine. So Danny's alive.
Danny's alive.
Okay.
And Daniel has passed.
Oh, they're both Dan's. Oh, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Because I keep feeling like Dan.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to differentiate. But I have a cocky, arrogant Dan coming through, a DA,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that thinks his crap don't stink and was never going to catch up to him. And he always had something fast to say. He had a
Yeah.
rebuttal. He didn't have to think about it. He's just cocky.
Yeah.
But he's a nice guy.
He's like,
He might want to come across like a, not a dick, but a rough neck kind of guy, but he's got the softest heart.
yeah.
The softest, like, there's like things he would do for people and not necessarily want people to know, or, I'm not going to advertise that fact because I don't want people to think I'm that nice of a guy. And yet, he's got this very sensitive, caring side to him. And I don't know, I'm sure people saw it, But I don't know how many people really saw it and just maybe see more of that cockiness. He can drive way faster now. That's what he says, I can drive way faster now. What would be, and I don't know what this means, what would be the place that had like, I can only equate it to like a tunnel that you would drive through or under? Do you know what would be like a train passage thing above or like the tunnel thing that he would be acknowledging?
Could it be a brace?
I'm sorry?
Would it be like a brace? Does it look like a truss or like a brace?
No, it looks either concrete or something like, what I'm equating it to is there's an old one down by between Beaton and Tottenham. I don't know what side of that's on. But that's kind of what I'm seeing in my head. And I feel like a train or something might go above it, or a streetcar. I don't know what it is, but something will go above it. But it's got like a concrete tunnel look to it, and he's talking about driving through this. It's not about his accident, but he's talking about this place and driving through it. And why would he laugh? I mean, you guys could be hurting. I don't know your relationships and that. Why is he laughing about, like, did he get out of school by dying?
Yeah.
Because he's like, I didn't have to do that shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he's like suckers. Seriously, he's like a little comic guy, but he's like, the bright side is my passing. I didn't have to go to school. I got out of it. So I don't know if he wasn't fully doing it because he wanted to or it was expected of him.
Yeah.
But he's like, shit, I bailed. I got out. So he's not apologizing for that either. And he comes across funny, and he knows how sad, and he knows the emotions, and he knows all this stuff that you've been going through, but he's still funny. He's still funny, and at the end of the day, when you think about, is this real? Did he say enough to make me feel like, did he actually come through? No, he's still funny. No, he's still cocky. He's still him. He's better looking than you too, just so. So he said that he won't talk about other anatomy parts. That's what he said, I swear to God. You get to use yours though. That's what he just said. You get to use yours, he didn't have to go to school. Fair trade. What would be the two memorials, or the two celebrations, or the two things that he wants me to talk about?
Today's his birthday.
Oh, wow.
And then we had, after he had passed, we had, like, one of his favorite things to do was a bonfire. And we had a bonfire at his house. And we're having a party tonight for him.
And today is what, the 29th? So I want to ask you, what's 17 or the 17th, or why 17?
My birthday's the 18th, which was we're a week apart.
I felt like he's referencing a 17 connection or the 17th for some reason. I don't know why I feel like what's in the fall, or why do I feel fall-based?
A lot of us are, like, 3 of us cousins are born in November.
What about October? I could have just said, yeah, that's it, but I feel like there's something significant about October that he's showing me. I feel like there's 2 celebrations or 2 things, and I don't know why, but and here, this is random, what's with the frog thing? Is somebody scared of frogs, or is there somebody got the frog connection? He just held it up. You're not getting it? He just held up a green frog, and I don't know why. But he did it. And there's going to be a frog reference or a frog something. I actually think somebody was scared of frogs or didn't like frogs. You guys are having a conversation without us. No, green frog. Kermit, not Stuff. Young lady holding the mic. All I know is he dangles it in front of you. I don't know why. You're not dating a Frenchman, right? I don't know what the reference is to a frog to you, but he's freaking doing it.
Like, we took a video of my dog chasing a frog. That was,
When?
I don't remember.
Because he laughs, he's holding a frog up to you and you alone, and I don't know what that means. Now, if I offend anybody French, I'm sorry, my son-in-law is French, wherever he is.
It could have been the club that we used to go to in Mexico. It was called Senior Frogs.
Did he go to it?
Yes, me and him went to Mexico together.
Was this a good time place?
It's the best time.
He's holding a frog up to you. I don't know why, but there's something funny. He's laughing. Did something funny happen to him there?
Yes.
I don't need to know what it is. Did something funny happen?
Yes.
Because he's holding a friggin' frog up to you. And there's something I wouldn't be able to talk about it being a bar, but I knew there's something funny about a frog connection that he brings up. He's a good communicator.
Very good.
You're slow, but he's good. Okay. I don't know, this is horrible. He shows me like a little scene from The Sopranos, but it's not gangster shit. What he's showing me is, he's full of himself. He's talking about the women that were like, not family women, because that's like gross, that's incest. He's talking about the women that were weeping at his grave. And I'm seeing flowers. I don't know what that means, but it's almost like I want to talk about a scene of The Sopranos. And I don't know why he's saying this. What would be the thing about two women?
Could have been his girlfriend.
There's somebody else, and there might have been a third.
I wouldn't have been surprised. He was a ladies' man.
I think he's full of himself, to be honest with you, but I do think there's something about women weeping at his grave for him that, you know, as twisted as it sounds, I think he liked. It wasn't his family.
Yeah.
He misses food. He misses food. I don't know, is he like that toast that's empty that you just filled but never got back?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I miss my food. Miss it, I miss it, I miss it. The best thing you can do is like stand next to somebody that's eating something he liked and inhale it. So, and did somebody get the bag of dope out from his bedroom? You just said that. Is that a yes, cousin? Speaking of that,
Yes.
Mike. Because he was like, you know, only certain people could find that or should find that. He's a hoot. Now, was he that funny in life or was he somewhat irritating at times?
He was definitely irritating at times, yeah.
Okay. He feels untouchable. He's like on cloud nine. I keep reiterating the personality, but he's so large that way. I don't mean physically. Just a little dynamo is the way that he's coming through, like he's all that.
Yeah.
Is his mom or dad here?
No.
So the brother and the rest are just like other family members?
Aunts, uncles, and cousins.
Okay. Yeah, you owe me, he says, for doing this. You know, what I can tell you is, what I think is really funny is, what's Daniel's brother's name there? What's your name? Chris. Oh, good name. The thing that I find interesting is my wife, when we set up last night and again today, she said, what an interesting spot, or best spot that chair is for the show today. She says, there's something about that chair. And I heard her say it again today, and to me it was a chair. But it's interesting that, you know, your brother did come through to you, and that you need to know that he's okay. He's like direct. There's something about your grief you gotta get your head out of your ass about and just deal with. Because it's like, enough. He understands, and that sounds horrible, hey? But he has your head so far up there that you're not choosing to deal with something. He's grateful and thankful you came today, beyond words. But now he's done what he can do, and it's up to you to find a way to heal and to live your life, not to be angry. Not to be angry, because you're like a pissed off, angry firework. And it's got to change, because you will destroy your life. You have a life. You are meant to live longer. He was not. Plain and simple, and that sucks. But it's plain and simple. He says that is the way the cards were dealt. And it shouldn't have been you. So knock that shit out of your head, he says. It shouldn't have been you. It shouldn't have been you. Go make babies.